Welcome back to the homestead, everyone. It's starting to get a little bit later in the summer, and I got to get this cabin buttoned up for the winter time. So the project in this video is I got to get this skirted. So I got to dig out some of the ground going around here and back over here. And I got to dig out a lot of this so I can get some foam board down there and get it so the cold air and the wind can't just blow in underneath. So let's get after it and quit wasting daylight. I am trying to figure out where I want to put a little wall that I can insulate, and I'm going to leave that open to the elements. And this part over where I'm at will be somewhat heated, maybe not, but it should stay warmer to keep the water line from freezing. So I'm going to put a wall, I think, right on this stud right here, or this floor joist that goes across. But I need to see how tall to make this little wall. I think if I make it exactly 22 inches tall, that should be good. Kind of would like to make it 24. Then I could just break the foam board right in half versus cutting it. I think I will make it 24. I'll have to dig down some to be able to get to 24, because right there is actually 23 3/4, and that's the deepest spot back here. Benefit of making it 24 and having to dig down a little bit, then I got some gravel that I can push back up against it to block any air from coming in. And it'll be tight up against the bottom of the floor here. I think I will make it 24. This is a perfect example of why you don't put your hand right here and hold the stud while you nail it from the top or bottom plate. Nails do this, and it could have went right through my hand if I had my hand right here. Let's get some foam board on this thing and get it installed under the cabin. Now the fun part comes, getting under the cabin and digging a trench for this thing to fit into. But let's get after it. I think I got a trench dug deep enough. But of course I forgot a tape measure, so I gotta crawl out, get the tape measure, crawl back in and see if it's deep enough or not. Hang in there, I'll be right back. That wasn't very long at all, huh? I got my tape measure. Now let's see how deep of a trench I have dug here. Oh yeah, that's 26.5 inches right there. That's 26, so that side's good. This side I didn't go quite as deep, but it's still 25 plus. So I'm good to go. Now the hard part, getting that wall in here and stood up straight. As you can see, I have it down here. I've been wrestling around with it for some time now. It's not gonna go as one piece. I'm gonna crawl back out, get the saw and cut it in half. And then I'll be able to stand the one side up, and then hopefully I can get the other side up. I may have to cut a little bit off to get the other half in, but we'll see. Let me go and get the saw and get this thing cut up. I'm back under here. This side is just a little bit lower, so I can actually get on my knees and hands down on this side. But anyways, I got my utility knife, my saw, and my circular saw. And I'm gonna cut this thing in half. Didn't want to do it, but it's the only way. Now how do I cut the other side? Didn't really want to climb all the way around. Ouch. I think I'm like 99.9% through it. The only thing left is the little piece of foam. I think it's still attached. Nope, it's free. Let's try to get this thing in place. My battery is going dead. I'll record what I can. Ow! 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 I'm okay. God, that's painful. Well, the corner of the board hit me right here on the outside of the eye socket. Whew, that is painful. Yeah, that went in pretty easy. I don't think this other side's gonna go in as easy though. I think I made this thing like a foot too long. I don't know what happened with my measurements, but let me check that. Well, that would explain why I wasn't going in very easy. It was 6 inches too wide. Catch back up with you after I'm done cutting it down. As the saying goes, third time's a charm. Let's give this one a shot. Yes, third time's a charm because after the second one, you're so mad at it, you cut extra off so it fits for sure. Yeah, look at what happened. That's a good 2.5 inches right there. I'll get a piece of foam board, stick in there, and then I'm going to spray foam around everything so it'll be airtight. I'm done with this side except for backfilling. As you can see, everything is spray foamed along the top. That seam is right here that I had to cut. And I put a piece of foam board in there and then spray foamed on both sides. And as you can see, I spray foamed along the bottom also. Now I'm gonna go over to the other side, do the same thing on the other side, and I'll show you once I get everything done. Here's the other side. As you can see, everything is spray foamed the whole way over. The last thing I need to do to get the cabin ready for winter is a little bit of more work underneath. So I got the foam board done around all 3 sides. I need to crawl in, do a little bit of work underneath, and then I need to also do a little bit of work over here. As you can see, this isn't attached or anything like that, so I need to block off the air that's going to get in through here. As you can see, that's open just to the outside, so I need to block this off and do that on both sides. So let's get after it and quit wasting daylight. Let me get everyone caught up to what I have done down here under the cabin. As you all know, I got the 2-inch foam board up here on the bottom side of the floor joist. And then I did go around and put the Reflectix bubble wrap on all 3 sides. That's a little 2x4 wall you saw that I built earlier. And on the other side of that 2x4 wall is 2-inch foam board also. And all the Reflectix bubble wrap is several inches into the gravel. So what I need to do now is get the bubble wrap put on this section right here and a little bit covering where the door is. So let's get after this and get this done. Step 1 is going to pile gravel up here so this gap isn't here, and that'll help hold the heat in and the cold out. So let's get this done. Sorry about that. It's a little tight down here. The one benefit of doing this is I got a little bit more room down here. I'm digging down probably 6 inches and piling gravel up along the side. I got about as much as I can do down here done. That's as good as I can really get it without starting all over from scratch or anything like that, and actually building a wall through there, which I did think about doing but decided against it. Let's go. I'm gonna go this route this time and see how it goes this winter. The only thing I really have left to do is get some heat down here. This is what I came up with. I know it's not the best, but it's only to stop some of the air. It's not gonna stop 100% of the air. But I got a piece there. I know it's not tight all the way around, and then I got a piece under here, and I got some foam down on the ground. So let's move on to the next part. That should be pretty good. I am gonna lean a tire up here just to hold it from falling out. Now the wind can't blow it out. Now I got 2 more small sections to do. Let's get those done and wrap this project up. Let's get some foam board put in here, and then I can get this piece put up. Much better. I like that. I'm calling this job of getting the cabin ready for winter completed. Thanks for watching, everyone, and if you're still with me at this point and you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. Thanks, everyone.